Okay, good morning children. So now today we will continue our chapter number 1. 3 questions, okay? Page 9 and 10 were left that we have to complete today, yeah? So all of you open your honeycomb. Honeycomb, page number 9. From here it was left. Now here, as the king came near the hermit's hut, he saw the hermit digging the ground in front of his hut. He saw the hermit, that is Sant, Sadhu, he saw him digging, khodeche, okay? He greeted the king and continued digging. He greeted the king. He said, hello, namaste, and then he started again digging the place there. The hermit was old and weak. The hermit was very old and very weak. And as he worked, he breathed heavily. He's breathing heavily because he's tired. The king went up to the hermit and said, I have come to you, wise hermit. I have come to you, wise hermit, to ask you to answer 3 questions. You have to answer me 3 questions. How can I learn to do the right thing at the right time? Alright, first question. Who are the people I need most? And what affairs are the most important? These 3 questions, same questions. He is going and asking the hermit. The hermit listened to the king but did not speak. He listened but he did not speak. He went on digging. He went on digging. You are tired, said the king. King is saying, you are tired. Let me take the spade and work in your place. Give me the spade. I will do the digging. Thanks, said the hermit. This is the spade. Giving the king his spade. Then he sat down on the ground. Then the hermit sat down on the ground. When the king had dug 2 beds. When the king had dug 2 beds. Beds are like kyara. Kyara like this way. And the flowers way. See? Fool never do garden with that flowers, okay? And a kyara in English we tell beds. One bed is that on which we sleep. He stopped and repeated his questions. Again he stopped and again he repeated his questions. The hermit gave no answer. Hermit gave no answer. But stood up, stretching out his hand for the spade. He's saying, okay, give me my spade. And said, now you rest and let me work. But the king did not give him the spade and continued to dig. King was very kind. He thought, oh, the hermit is so old, he's so weak. He did not give the spade. He kept on digging. 1 hour passed, then another. The sun went down. The sun went down. It is becoming evening now, behind the trees. And at last the king stuck the spade into the ground and said, now the king stuck the spade in the ground one kitchen, and said, I came to you, wise men, for an answer to my question. I came to you so that you answer me. But if you can give me no answer, tell me so, and I will return home. Tell me so, then I will return home. I will go back home. Here comes someone running, said the hermit. Hermit is, see, somebody is coming, running here. Now children, this our video 2 is over till here. Now I will start video 3. Okay? Video 3, this was page number 9 and 10 over. Okay? Okay children, now we will continue. Okay? This is video 3. Page number 11, 12 and 13. Here. See. The king turned round and saw a bearded man. Bearded means gadivaro, okay? Running towards them. He was running and coming. His hands were pressed against his stomach. Hands were on the stomach, the barinalic, okay? From which blood was flowing. And from the stomach, blood was flowing. He was hurt. When he reached the king, he fainted. When he reached the king, that bearded man fainted. Vibhan thai gaya, okay? And fell to the ground. The king and the hermit removed the man's clothing and found a large wound in his stomach. Wound એટલે મોટો ઘા હતો in his stomach. The king washed and covered it with his handkerchief. The king washed it, then covered it with his handkerchief. એના રૂમાલથી ઢાંકી દે છે. The king washed, but the blood would not stop flowing. The blood went on flowing and flowing. Okay. The king redressed the wound until at last the bleeding stopped. Until at last when the bleeding stopped, till that the king went on removing the bandages, that handkerchiefs. The man felt better. The man felt better and asked for something to drink. He said, I want to drink something, that man is telling. The king brought fresh water and gave it to him. The king went and brought fresh water. By this time the sun had set. And the air was cool. Now it has become cool. The king, with the hermit's help, carried the wounded man into the hut. So both of them together, the hermit and the king, picked up the man and took him in the hut and laid him on the bed. The man closed his eyes. And lay quiet. And quietly he lay down. He was just lying down. Sutoto. The king, tired by his walk and the work he had done. The king was very tired because kings never work, no? They have so many servants to work. Tired by his walk and the work he had done, lay down on the floor and slept through the night. Even the king went to sleep. When he awoke, it was several minutes before he could remember. Page 12. Where he was or who the strange bearded man lying on the bed was. Forgive me, said the bearded man in a weak voice, in very slow voice. Forgive me, I am sorry. When he saw that the king was awake. I do not know you and have nothing to forgive you for, said the king. You do not know me, but I know you. You don't know me, but I know you, that man is saying. I am that enemy of yours. I am your enemy. Enemy એટલે દુશ્મન. Who swore revenge on you. Who had taken a vow that I will revenge. બદલો લઈશ, okay? Because you put my brother to death. You have killed my brother and seized my property and taken away all my property. I knew you had gone alone to see that hermit. I knew you had gone to see that hermit alone. And I made up my mind to kill you on your way home. I decided I will kill you. When you return, I will kill you on the way. But the day passed and you did not return. The day passed, you did not return. So I escaped. So I left my hiding place. I was hiding. So I left my hiding place. And you did not, And I came upon your bodyguard. I saw your bodyguard who recognized me and wounded me. Your bodyguard saw me and he wounded me. He hurt me. I escaped from him, but I should have died if you had not dressed my wounds. If you had not dressed my wounds, my injuries, then I would have died. I wished to kill you and you have saved my life. I wanted to kill you, but you have saved my life. Now, if I live, I will serve you as your most faithful servant. If I live and if I don't die, I will serve you as a very faithful servant I'll be of yours. I will order my sons to do the same. Forgive me, sorry, please forgive me. The king was very happy to have made peace with his enemy so easily. King was very happy because the enemy has become friend now. And to have won him over as a friend. He not only forgave him but said he would send his servants and his own doctor to look after him. I will send my servants and doctor to look after you. And he promised to give back the man his property. The king said, okay, I will give you back all your property. Leaving the wounded man, the king went out of the hut and looked around for the hermit. Before going away, he wished once more to get answers to his questions. Again, he wanted the answers to his questions. The hermit was on his knees, sowing seeds in the beds. he was putting seeds in the bed. Bed એટલે ક્યારામાં. ફૂલના ક્યારા હોય ને, seeds નાખે છે, બિયા. That had been dug the day before. The king went up to the hermit and said, "For the last time I beg you to answer my questions, wise man. Please give me the answers to my questions." "You have already been answered," said the hermit, still bending down to the ground and looking up at the king as he stood before him. "How have I been answered? What do you mean? How have you answered me? What do you mean?" "Do you not see," replied the hermit, "if you had not pitied my weakness yesterday you pitied my weakness. That means તમે દયા આવી મારી, okay? Pity. And had not dug these beds for me, you would have gone away." જો આ બધું digging ના કર્યું હોત, you would not have helped me, then you would have gone. If he had gone, then that person would have killed him. You would have gone away, then that man would have attacked on you, and you would have wished you had stayed with me. So the most important time when you were digging the beds was the time when you were digging the beds, when you were helping somebody, okay? And I was the most important man, and to do me good was your most important business. To do something good is the most important thing. Afterwards, when the man ran to us, the most important time was when you were caring for him, when you were looking after him. Because if you had not dressed his wounds, he would have died without having made peace with me. Then if he had died, there would be no peace in both the countries, both the places. So Sandhi na that, they are enemies. So he was the most important man, and what you did for him was your most important business. Remember then, there is only one time that is important, and that time is now. Now, atyare, what you do, that is the most important, okay? It is the most important time because it is the only time we have any power to act. You want to act, you act now only. The most necessary person is the person you are with at a particular moment. For no one knows what will happen in the future. Nobody knows what will happen tomorrow. And whether we will meet anyone else. The most important business is to do that person good. We have to do something good for that person because we were sent into this world for that purpose alone. Why are we in this world? To do good for everybody. Okay? So Leo Tolstoy has written this, retold. So all of you children, you will read the lesson. I will give you PDF, okay? And that you will copy down. Okay, bye. Okay children, page 61. Now in the playground I said, we are walking towards the house. Miss Beam is walking up and down the garden with a tall girl. Miss Beam, their principal, she is walking up and down in the garden. "What is the girl wearing?" my little friend asked. "A blue cotton skirt and a pink blouse." What is she wearing? Cotton shirt and skirt long and a pink blouse. "I think it is Millie," she said. "What color is her hair?" "Very light," I said. "Light hair, China." "Yes, that is Millie. She is the head girl." Who is she? She is the head girl. "There is an old man tying up roses." One old man is there, he's tying roses, gulab bandage, okay? I said, "Yes, that's Peter. He is the gardener." Who is he? He is the gardener. He is hundreds of years old. Means the children are seeing him since a long time. And here comes a girl with curly red hair. She is on crutches. "That is Anita," she said. Page number 62. Now we are completing the lesson. Yeah. And so we walked on. Gradually I discovered that I was 10 times more thoughtful. The author is telling I am much more thoughtful. Now I will think about others, okay? It was E.V. Lucas is the author of this lesson. "And that I ever thought I could be. I also realized that if I had to describe people and things to someone else, it made them more interesting to me. When I finally had to leave, I told Miss Dean that I was very sorry to go. I'm very sorry, I don't like to go from here. She replied, then there is something in my system, that is my education system is very nice. You are feeling that you don't want to leave, you like it, that means, okay? Okay children, bye.